Today we discussed a debate topic: should artificial intelligence be allowed to replace human jobs? This is a timely, controversial, and thought-provoking topic ideal for a debate. Here are two speakers. Alex Pro believes AI should replace human jobs where possible. Jordan Kahn believes AI should not replace human jobs. This is the formal academic debate with natural, passionate delivery. We discussed in this lecture: 1. Opening statements. 2. Main arguments. 3. Rebuttals. 4. Cross-questioning. 5. Real-world examples. 6. Emotional appeal. 7. Final remarks and conclusion. Let's begin. Part 1: Opening statements.
Moderator. Welcome everyone to today's debate on a pressing issue of the modern era: should artificial intelligence be allowed to replace human jobs? Representing the affirmative, we have Alex, and arguing against the motion is Jordan. Each speaker will now make their opening statements.
Alex Pro, opening statement. Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Today, I stand in favor of allowing artificial intelligence to replace human jobs, not out of disregard for workers, but out of a forward-thinking vision of progress. The idea may seem controversial, even threatening, but let's take a step back and look at history. From the Industrial Revolution to the digital age, every major leap forward has come with fears of displacement, yet humanity has adapted, evolved, and ultimately thrived. Artificial intelligence, or AI, is not the end of jobs. It is the beginning of better jobs, smarter workflows, and freedom from mundane tasks that limit human potential. Why should a human spend 8 hours a day answering repetitive customer service calls when a machine can do it faster, cheaper, and without fatigue? Take the example of manufacturing. Machines have already replaced most manual assembly tasks. And what happened? Humans shifted from factory floors to design labs, from welding stations to automation control rooms. Productivity went up, safety improved, and costs went down, benefiting businesses and consumers alike. Allowing AI to replace jobs is not about removing people from the equation. It's about repositioning them. It's about freeing human minds to focus on creativity, critical thinking, and emotional intelligence, areas where AI still falls short. Yes, some jobs will disappear, but they always have. The job of a lamplighter, a switchboard operator, a typesetter, they're gone. But we don't mourn those. We celebrate the innovation that replaced them. Why should this be any different? We need to embrace change, not fear it. Let AI handle the mechanical, the repetitive, the dangerous. Let humans do what we're best at: imagining, innovating, and caring. Thank you.
Jordan, opening statement. Thank you. I appreciate Alex's optimism, but I must say, this vision of the future is not only unrealistic, it's dangerously idealistic. Let's talk about reality. As of 2025, millions of jobs across the globe are already being replaced, not gradually, not supportively, but aggressively and without adequate alternatives for the displaced. Truck drivers, cashiers, warehouse workers, writers, even lawyers. AI is cutting through the fabric of working class and middle class life, leaving behind millions of people struggling for purpose and income. Is this what we call progress? Alex talks about repositioning people. But into what roles? The vast majority of displaced workers do not have the luxury of retraining as data scientists or AI ethics analysts. Many of them are older, less formally educated, or already living paycheck to paycheck. Let's not forget that work is not just about money. It's about dignity, routine, community, and contribution. When AI takes over, what happens to these fundamental aspects of human life? And what of economic inequality? AI systems are developed, owned, and deployed by a small number of tech companies. If we allow AI to replace jobs unchecked, we are consolidating power in the hands of a few, creating a society where wealth and control are monopolized, and the average person is left behind. Yes, automation may improve productivity, but at what cost? Suicides among jobless workers have increased. Mental health issues are rising. The social contract is breaking. Let me be clear, I am not against AI. I am against letting it replace people, especially when we don't yet have the safety nets, retraining systems, or economic models to support that change. We must protect people before we protect efficiency. We must value humanity over profitability. Thank you.
Moderator, thank you both for those compelling opening statements. In the next section, we will hear the main arguments from each side, where they will present facts, logic, and deeper insights to support their positions. Alex, main argument. Thank you once again. Let me now elaborate on the case for allowing AI to replace human jobs, especially in sectors where it proves to be more efficient, reliable, and scalable. First, let's begin with a simple truth. AI is already replacing jobs, and the process is irreversible. The question is not if we should allow it, but how we should adapt to it in a way that maximizes benefit and minimizes harm. Point 1. Efficiency and accuracy. AI doesn't get tired, distracted, or emotionally overwhelmed. In sectors like medical diagnostics, AI tools like IBM Watson can scan thousands of patient records and identify cancer with accuracy exceeding that of human doctors in some areas. That doesn't mean we remove doctors, but we let AI handle repetitive scan reading, while doctors focus on human care and treatment planning. Point 2. Safety in dangerous jobs. Thousands die each year in high-risk jobs. Mining, chemical handling, deep-sea exploration, bomb disposal. If AI-powered robots can safely replace humans in such roles, should we really stop it? Wouldn't a parent feel better knowing their child isn't risking their life every day in a hazardous work zone? Point 3. Economic growth through innovation. According to a PwC report, AI could contribute over $15 trillion to the global economy by 2030. With smart planning, this growth can lead to new sectors, new opportunities, and entirely new job categories, just as the internet created jobs that didn't exist 25 years ago. App developers, digital marketers, blockchain auditors, etc. Point 4. Freedom from menial labor. Let's be honest, many jobs are soul-crushing. Data entry, telemarketing, packaging boxes for 12 hours. Should we not aim for a society where humans work less and live more, supported by AI handling repetitive tasks? Work should be meaningful. Let AI do the dull, and humans do the creative.
Jordan Kahn, rebuttal. Alex makes passionate arguments, but I must point out the major holes in his vision. First, AI can make mistakes. In fact, the bias in AI is now well documented. In medicine, an AI trained on incomplete or skewed data could make life-threatening errors. In policing, AI-powered surveillance has disproportionately targeted minority communities. Can we afford to blindly trust these systems? Efficiency should not come at the cost of justice or fairness. Second, regarding dangerous jobs, yes, AI can help. But many of those who work in such roles depend on them for survival. Are we really going to displace millions and tell them, well, at least it's safer now, for someone else? Third, let's address economic growth. Yes, AI may generate trillions, but who owns that growth? The wealth doesn't get equally distributed. It flows to the top 1%, the ones building, patenting, and monetizing the AI. The person who lost their factory job won't suddenly become a tech entrepreneur. You can't eat GDP. Fourth, you say AI frees people from boring work. That sounds wonderful in theory. But what do you suggest they do instead? Who pays their bills while they live more? The idea that everyone will become an artist, innovator, or YouTuber is naive. Many people prefer predictable, structured work. We cannot replace livelihoods with vague dreams.
Alex Pro, rebuttal. You raise real concerns, Jordan, and I agree that unchecked AI rollout is dangerous. But that's not what I'm arguing for. I'm arguing for a managed transition, where policymakers, educators, and business leaders work together to create safety nets, training programs, and job reallocation pathways. AI doesn't have to leave anyone behind, unless we design it to. About bias, yes, AI can inherit flaws from human data. But we can fix algorithms. What we can't fix is human prejudice passed silently in systems for decades. AI gives us a chance to diagnose and correct those flaws. Also, not everyone needs to be an influencer. New jobs are emerging: robot trainers, AI ethicists, data compliance officers, human-AI collaboration specialists. The future of work isn't human versus machine. It's human with machine. We've survived agricultural revolutions, industrial shifts, and digital overhauls. Every transformation felt threatening, but we adapted and came out stronger.
Jordan Kahn. Main argument. And every transformation also came with generations of suffering. Let's revisit history. When factories replaced farm workers, rural poverty skyrocketed. When automation hit factories, Rust Belt cities in the US collapsed. Suicides rose. Addiction rose. Entire towns became ghost towns. Now imagine that scale, but global. Truck drivers, warehouse workers, journalists, teachers, all being displaced in a matter of years. Where is the roadmap for them? Even the universal basic income experiment is in early stages. There's no global policy, no consensus, no safety net yet. But AI is already moving forward, fast. Also, AI is increasingly creative. It writes poems, paints art, composes music. So even so-called human jobs aren't safe. The final question is, what does society value? If efficiency is the only metric, then yes, AI wins. But if we value dignity, equity, and human connection, we must pause, reflect, and protect human jobs as a foundation of civil society.
Alex Pro, response. And I say again, we can protect people and adopt AI. Jordan, you speak as if AI adoption is a tsunami we must block. But I see it as a wave we must learn to surf. Fighting it will only leave us behind, unprepared, and vulnerable. Why not invest in human-AI teamwork? Imagine a teacher with AI tools that track student performance in real time and customize lesson plans. A doctor using AI to catch rare conditions early. A small business owner using AI to manage marketing without hiring a big team. AI doesn't have to replace people. It can amplify them.
Part 3. Cross-questioning and real-life case studies. Moderator. Thank you, Alex and Jordan, for the strong arguments so far. Now we move into the cross-questioning round. Both sides will ask each other questions to challenge, clarify, or critique their opponent's reasoning. After this, we will explore real-life examples where AI has either helped or harmed employment. Alex questions Jordan.
Alex. Jordan, you say that AI will take away jobs and ruin communities. But isn't it true that new jobs have always replaced old ones in every revolution? Are you saying we should stop progress just because it's uncomfortable? Jordan. That's a good question, and I'll respond clearly. Yes, new jobs often emerge during revolutions, but not at the same rate or accessible to the same people who lost their old ones. In the digital revolution, for example, coders thrived, but millions of factory workers didn't become software engineers. When you speak of adaptation, you're ignoring that retraining takes time, resources, and privilege. Who helps the 55-year-old coal miner or a single mother working night shifts? There's a transition gap, and that's where people fall through the cracks. So no, I'm not against progress. I'm against blind, careless progress. Alex. But Jordan, don't you think that some jobs, like data entry or basic customer support, are so repetitive and soul-draining that replacing them with AI actually improves people's quality of life? Jordan. Only if you provide them a better alternative afterward. Losing a boring job is only a relief if there's another way to earn money and self-respect. Without that, you're not liberating people, you're abandoning them. And let's not pretend every job AI takes is boring. AI is writing books, grading papers, even assisting in psychotherapy. Not all of those are dull jobs.
Jordan questions Alex.
Jordan. Alex, you keep talking about a planned transition and government retraining programs. But can you name a real country where this is being done successfully right now?
Alex. Yes. Finland and Estonia are examples. They're already testing digital reskilling platforms and universal basic income pilots. Singapore has a national program called SkillsFuture, where every citizen gets government-funded training credits. These are small-scale examples, but they show that if the political will exists, structured adaptation is possible.
Jordan. Those are tiny countries with well-funded governments. What about developing nations, India, Nigeria, or Brazil? When an AI replaces a garment factory worker in Dhaka, who is responsible for their survival?
Alex. That's a valid concern. And it's why I argue for global cooperation, not isolation. Just as climate change required international treaties, so will AI. If we work together, governments, companies, NGOs, we can build inclusive systems that support everyone. And honestly, avoiding AI in these countries won't help. They'll be left behind in global competition. Real-life case studies. Case Study 1. Amazon Warehouses USA. Alex. Amazon's use of AI and robots in fulfillment centers has cut delivery times and increased profits. Contrary to myths, Amazon still hires thousands, just in different roles: logistics planning, drone management, machine learning QA, etc. Yes, some manual jobs went away, but new tech-driven jobs emerged. Plus, fewer injuries occurred due to dangerous lifting tasks being automated.
Jordan. But those jobs aren't equivalent. A warehouse job paid $18 per hour with benefits. The machine learning QA job requires a degree and only hires a handful. So in reality, thousands lost jobs, and a few got promoted. Inequality widened. Also, many Amazon warehouse workers report increased mental stress due to AI-monitored productivity. So even those who stayed suffer under AI systems. Case Study 2. GPT-based writing tools. Jordan. Let's talk about AI writing tools like ChatGPT. Thousands of freelance writers are losing gigs. Content agencies are replacing human writers with AI to cut costs. Even students now use it to write essays, which devalues teachers' roles. This isn't hypothetical, it's happening right now.
Alex. True, but consider this. Content quality is improving. Writers who embrace AI now write faster, earn more, and focus on strategy instead of typing 1,000 basic SEO blogs per month. AI is a co-writer, not a replacement, for those willing to adapt. We're not replacing writers, we're evolving writing. Case Study 3. AI in Agriculture India. Alex. In India, AI is being used in smart farming. Drones and soil sensors help farmers make better decisions about irrigation, pesticides, and crop rotation. This improves yield and reduces losses due to climate uncertainty. Farmers are not being replaced. They're being empowered, especially in remote villages where labor is scarce.
Jordan. Again, that's for farmers who can afford AI tools. What about the ones who can't? Agritech benefits big farms. Small farmers, already in debt, now face technological pressure they cannot compete with. This could consolidate land ownership and marginalize the poor. Case Study 4. Self-driving vehicles. Jordan. When self-driving vehicles go mainstream, millions of truckers and taxi drivers could be out of work. In the US alone, over 3.5 million people drive for a living. Most are middle-aged and without college degrees. They can't just learn coding or become drone operators. What is your solution for them?
Alex, that's a tough one. But change is coming whether we like it or not. The solution lies in preparing early, introducing community retraining, providing temporary basic income, and encouraging public-private partnerships that create new roles: delivery drone managers, fleet supervisors, AI logistics coordinators. We need to plan now, not resist forever.
Emotional appeal, ethical perspectives. Jordan. At the heart of this issue is a moral question. When we talk about replacing jobs, we're talking about real lives, not statistics. Behind every automated factory is a mother who can't feed her kids. Behind every AI chatbot is a call center agent who lost health coverage. This isn't just economics, it's ethics. Progress without compassion is not true progress. Alex. And I agree. But compassion can come through progress. If AI gives us more wealth, health, and knowledge, why not use it to support humans better than ever before? Let's use AI not to replace humanity, but to uplift it. Yes, we must be careful. But we cannot stop time. Let's move forward, responsibly, together.
Part 4. Final arguments, closing statement summary. Round 1. Final arguments. Alex Pro, final argument. Ladies and gentlemen, we've discussed economics, psychology, fairness, and fear. But I ask you this: what is the purpose of technology, if not to enhance human life? Imagine a world where a farmer knows exactly what to plant because AI predicts rainfall patterns. A blind person can walk independently because AI guides their movement. An overworked nurse can save more lives because AI handles 70% of paperwork. A student in a remote village learns advanced physics via an AI tutor. These aren't dreams. These are real possibilities, if we don't reject AI outright. Let's not confuse job loss with value loss. Human value does not lie in performing menial tasks. It lies in our creativity, our empathy, our imagination. And yes, as machines take over some roles, it is our duty to ensure no human is left behind. But blocking AI isn't the answer, building guardrails is. We must not fear AI. We must shape it, with ethics, compassion, and policy. If we do, the result won't be a world without work. It will be a world with better work, safer conditions, and freedom from drudgery. Thank you.
Jordan Kahn, final argument. Ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you not to imagine a utopia, but to look outside your window. What do you see? A delivery boy who fears losing his job to drones. A cashier at risk of being replaced by self-checkout. A taxi driver wondering if next year, his car will drive itself without him. This is not imagination, it is real, and it is now. Yes, AI has power. But unchecked power has always created suffering. The internet, for all its benefits, gave rise to surveillance capitalism, addiction, and deep inequality. So, if we allow AI to replace human jobs without accountability, we're choosing profit over people. We must put brakes before acceleration. We must secure lifeboats before launching the rocket. Or we risk building a future where millions feel left behind, lost, and forgotten. Progress is not just about what we can build. It's about who we bring along. Let's not move fast and break things anymore. Let's move wisely and protect human dignity while we still can. Thank you. Round 2. Closing statements. Blue Circle Alex, closing statement. We are on the verge of a great leap in human capability. Let us not fall victim to fear. Every revolution comes with pain, yes, but also with transformation. AI can heal, teach, build, protect. It can give us back our time, and allow us to solve the greatest problems facing humanity: climate change, disease, poverty. But only if we accept it and guide it. Replacing jobs doesn't mean replacing people. It means giving people new opportunities, new roles, and new dignity. Let's not deny the tide. Let's learn to sail it.
Jordan, closing statement. No one here denies the power of AI. But power without principle is peril. Before we allow machines to take over what humans have done for centuries, let us ask, what is the cost? Not just in GDP, but in souls, stories, and social cohesion. Once trust is broken, once communities collapse, they are hard to rebuild. So I say, welcome AI, yes, but do not let it replace the very fabric of human life, work, worth, and will. Let us not run toward innovation at the expense of inclusion. Let us be wise, not just smart.